Good morning. We are starting our class on linear programming in the BCom fourth sem. This is a new chapter, linear programming or LPP. Now, what is linear programming? Linear programming, we know it's a very widely used mathematical modeling technique. Now, why do you need a mathematical model technique? Because we need this to allocate certain things optimally. Means the best feasible use of limited resources. That is what could be termed as optimal allocation. Best feasible use of limited resources. The allocation of scarce resources among competing demands. There are competing demands, means there are two or three products that are vying for a particular amount. We must limit those to say one or two items. So which item will you choose and why? Now, resources typically it may be raw materials. So you have say 5 kgs of raw materials available per month, of say 5 kgs of gold available per month for a particular shop who produces gold ornaments. So that is his limitation, first limitation. Even if he has many, even if he has other resources, he cannot buy more than 5 kg of gold because the government has given him license only to buy that amount. So that is a constraint. Manpower means there are only 10 laborers available with him. So he cannot increase his production because he's not in a position to say accommodate more workers because of this space problem. Machinery time, as we know, say machinery, it runs 8 hours a day and it runs in two shifts, that is 16 hours. And say there are four machines, 16 into 4 is 64. So there are 5 days a week that a worker works. So 64 into 5, mm, 320. 64 into 5, 320. So mm, mm, 64 into 5, uh, 320, and we have 1280 for 4 weeks hour, that is 1280 hours or 4 weeks is the machine hour constant. So given that all other things are if available, this actually then becomes a constraint because we cannot use more than that. More than that is not available in any case. Now the technique is very powerful and is found especially useful because of its application. Now, because of application to many different types of real business problems in areas like finance, production, sales and distribution, personal, marketing, and many more areas of management. The technique is very powerful and found especially useful because of its application to many different areas of business problems in areas like finance, production, sales and distribution, personnel, marketing, and many more areas of production. Because it can be included to solve finance problems, say capital allocation problems, production related problems, allocation of how much of material to which product, sales and distribution problems, allocation of which area to which person, personal problems, problem of having adequate manpower, marketing, and many other areas of management can all use this particular method. As the name implies, the linear programming model consists of linear objectives and linear constraints. The linear programming model consists of linear objectives and in linear constraints, which means that the variables in a model have a proportionate relationship. That means there are two kinds of variables. Say the dependent variable, say y is equal to mx plus c. Y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. So the dependent and the independent variable must have a directly proportional relationship with each other. Now there are two kinds of relationship. One is a positive relationship and the other is a negative relationship. If you have a positive relationship, then we have in the increase in x there will be a proportionate increase in y. Now if we have a negative relationship, then increasing one will lead to the decreasing the other. Now, these are the two types of linear relationship. Now, if you have, we are assuming that this relationship is linear because in certain places relationship may be non-linear, and if the relationship is actually non-linear, like in behavioral finance and all that, then very other problems can crop up due to this, and we don't want to go into those kinds of problems. Now, for a given problem situation in ATP, there are certain essential conditions. What are the essential conditions? One is limited resources. Now, limited resources means limited number of labor, material, equipment, and finance. So one has to be limited. What the amount, the limited portion we will be studying, and we will be solving the problems of that. That is limited number of labor, either limited number of raw materials, limited number of equipment, or limited number of money. Now the objective here refers to the aim to optimize, that is maximize the profits or minimize the costs. The objective refers to the aim to optimize, means maximize the profits or minimize the costs. This is the objective. Subject to the given resource constraint or limitation constraint. Now linearity, it is increased in output will have a proportionate increase in input. Increase in input will have a proportionate increase in output. That is y is equal to mx plus c. If it is there is a single variable, y is equals to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus c if it has more than one variable. Now homogeneity. Now this is a very big problem. This is problem of sampling because we actually assume the homogeneity concept. The homogeneity concept is that all the workers are assumed to have the same efficiency if it's a labor problem. All the machines are assumed identical with similar capacities and similar working conditions. It is all assumed, which is not the actual case. However, this is the principle of homogeneity. Now, it is have a divisibility, means it is assumed that the resources and products can be divided into fractions. It is assumed. Now we can have 22 and a half days. That is possible. But in some cases, such bifurcation or fractions is not possible. Say 16 and a half labor days. That is not possible. In case the fractions are not possible, like production of one third of a computer, you cannot produce one third of a computer. A modification of linear programming called integer programming can be used. A modification on fractions are not possible, like production of one third of a computer. The modification of linear programming called integer programming can be used. Now, we are not going into integer programming, we are going to linear programming. The following properties from the linear programming model. Relationship among decision variables must be linear in nature. The relationships among the decision variables must be linear in nature. Means if y is equals to mx plus c, or y is equals to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus c, then what will happen is if there is an increase in x1, x2, x3, there will be an increase in y. This is the linear relationship. If there is a decrease in x1, x2, x3, there will be a decrease in y. The model must have an objective function. That is, it must have a dependent variable along with the independent variable. That is y is equal to f of x. That is the objective function. Now, resource constraints are essential. Means to apply the uh, this concept, we must assume that it is uh, mm, uh, linear in relationship, and the concept of non-negativity is also there. The concept of non-negativity means that it has uh, mm, the concept of non-negativity means it has uh, a linear concept of non-negativity, or the concept of uh, means that they say the difference between the objective function y will be is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2. It must be linear in nature. It must not be negative. Say the in minus m1 x1 minus m2 x2. It must not be that. So that the increase in one will lead to the decrease in the other. So this is all for today. Thank you.